What's up everybody and welcome to Rains and the End of
Twins!
Today we're gonna film a new video. Vamos a grabar un nuevo video. We went from acting to reacting because we're gonna react to a video that shows 10 mind-blowing tricks that advertisers use to manipulate you. So yes, advertising is about manipulating in a way, right? So lo que vamos a hacer hoy, vamos a reaccionar a un video sobre 10 cosas que hacen la gente que hace las advertising o los comerciales. Yeah, todo lo de comercial para manipularte y hacerte ver cosas que en realidad cuando vas, como cuando ves una foto de una comida y en realidad cuando vas ahí no se ve nada igual porque no es igual, te manipularon.
Mis crepas siempre son igual.
Pero bueno, let's get right into the video.
You may have noticed that when you see virtually any food advertisement, it never ends up looking the same as it does in real life.
Exactly what we just
packaged
said.
frozen foods feature photos that have hungry
Yes.
consumers
Those are
when the product comes
bad.
out of the microwave. But it's only sensible, if a little sneaky, for advertisers to make their products look as appealing as possible. Nothing says hot and fresh like lots of steam, if advertisers are to be believed. When someone in a commercial splits open a dinner roll, opens up a Big Mac carton, or microwaves popcorn, you can be sure that the product will be steaming like a tea kettle. But the secret behind those steamy shots is as simple as it is clever. Most food doesn't have a very high water content, so it stops steaming pretty quickly as it cools down. But cotton balls can hold plenty of water, and if cotton balls are microwaved, they'll keep steaming for much longer. Photographers will strategically
I would have
place
never
them
thought
behind or
about
around the
this.
product, enabling them to get that perfect shot that gives that product a just cooked appearance.
That's so weird. I would have never thought they would actually use cotton balls to make the
thought
steam
Mashed
keep going.
potatoes are the unsung heroes of advertising
I've
photography.
seen this one
They're
before.
easy to work with
Right?
and model
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
I've seen
time
this.
and won't melt or run under hot lights.
Isn't
Over the
it,
years, advertisers have found a number of ways to use mashed potatoes to make other foods look better
I
on
think they
camera.
use it for
They can be
other
used to add volume to meat products like roasts and whole chickens, simply by injecting them into the desired area. They're also
What?
baked into pies
I don't
to
think
give the
I've seen
filling a
baked
sturdy
into
consistency
pies.
that won't run when a piece is cut. But by far their most popular use
Oh,
in
the ice
advertising
cream, that's what we've
photography
seen
is
it.
as a stand-in for ice cream.
They lied
Ice
to
cream
us.
is incredibly
They're selling to
difficult
us freaking
photograph,
mashed potato
especially
cones.
because they look ice cold. The hot lights used on a photography set will cause it to start melting within seconds. But mashed potatoes don't have this problem.
Mashed
Adding
potatoes
colors
don't
and
melt, so
mix-ins
they-
makes the
I thought
illusion
about it,
complete.
it's
And as long as
nasty.
they're the right consistency,
like the
it's
color.
nearly impossible
Yeah.
to tell the difference.
So this
If
is
you've
how
ever
we
seen
get
a picture of
the
frosty
perfect
cold ice cream
Instagram
that made you
picture.
just have
Yeah.
to go out and get some,
Me
it's
too.
almost certain that you were actually looking at
What if
mashed
Instagram
potatoes.
people do this? We're all being manipulated, guys. Don't fall
There
for
are
the tricks.
also a number of problems photographers encounter when trying to photograph milk. It tends to look thin and not quite wide enough on camera, and its most
What do
typical
they
use in advertising,
What
as
do
a
they
co-star in
use?
cereal ads, presents
it's
even
good.
more issues. Cereal has to look crunchy and fresh in
I'm
ads,
just
and as we
messing
all
around.
know, it doesn't take most cereals very long to become soggy.
Yeah,
That is why the
that's
milk
better.
you see in these ads isn't milk at all, it's glue.
Glue.
Regular Elmer's glue retains its stark
No
white
wonder
appearance
the
on
cereal
camera,
looks really
and it's
good in
so
the box,
thick
and
that
then
no
I tried it,
cereal
it's
is
so
heavy enough to
nasty.
sit inside. The
And
cereal
soggy,
bowls you
because
see in these ads are
it
modified to
typically
be
gets
only a
soggy,
couple of
but-
inches deep. A thick layer of glue is poured in, and a sprinkling of cereal is laid over the top.
Wow,
Photographers
don't
can
even
shoot
waste
for
that much
hours,
cereal,
and the
just put a
cereal will
little
stay
bit.
fresh and dry, while the foamy milk never loses its milkiness. When you see an advertisement for a restaurant or a steakhouse, the steaks always appear grilled to
Yeah, they
perfection.
always
You
look
can
really
tell because
good.
they're pink and juicy on the inside, with distinct grill marks on the outside, the marks of an excellent steak. They may not always get it right in the restaurant, but advertisers make sure that what you see on TV is as appetizing as possible.
That
And they
looks
do
really
it in
good.
one of the least appetizing ways imaginable.
The
The
least
steaks
appetizing
used in
way.
these
I don't
ads
wanna
are not
see
even
this.
cooked on a grill at all. It's too hard to achieve that perfect pinkness that way. Instead, they're cooked in an oven or on a flat grill, and then the grill marks are painted on with shoe or boot polish. That
Wow.
wouldn't exactly be a
They
tasty
painted
steak, but
with
it sure
shoe
looks
or
good on
paint
camera.
polish. We actually do
It's
that
as
work
difficult
though.
to work with as ice cream
Little
if you're trying to use it in an advertising shoot. It doesn't have a consistent thickness, tends to get running, and will begin melting under hot lights in mere seconds. Fortunately for photographers, there's a common product that looks identical to whipped cream but doesn't have these problems.
Is it the
It's
shaving
shaving
cream?
cream.
The shaving
In every ad
cream.
you've ever seen featuring a
Shaving
milkshake, parfait,
cream.
or slice of pie with a dollop of whipped cream on top
That's
doesn't actually
so
use whipped
crazy.
cream at all. Shaving cream holds up for much longer, won't melt, and is easy to sculpt and shape in whatever way the photographer wishes. Distributors of fresh fruit have their own tricks for making the product look more appealing in person. A lot of the fruit fruit you find in grocery stores actually has a very thin wax coating to make it appear more shiny. But this isn't quite
Wait,
enough
is
for
this
TV
true?
cameras.
In
So
stores?
photographers have discovered another trick to make
Because you have
fruit
to
really
wash it.
pop in advertisements.
What? I never
If you're a
knew
little
that.
put off by that
That's
wax
so
coating, you can
weird.
at least keep in mind that wax is edible and won't harm you. Spray
Edible
deodorant, on the
wax.
other hand, should never come anywhere near food, unless it's starring in a commercial. Photographers spray down apples, grapes, pears, and practically anything else that has a skin with a liberal coating of spray deodorant to give them that
So
ultra
spray
shiny
deodorant
look that we
to
associate
make
with
it
being
shiny.
natural, even though it is anything but.
I want to know how they come up with these ideas, like to use.
Who did
you
it
know,
first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like who came up with using
One
this
thing
and
that is
using that?
difficult to
Like,
convey in photography
Oh,
is
let's just put some
consistency.
shaving
And this
cream on
presents
it.
a big problem if you have to photograph sauces. At their correct consistency, sauces tend to look thin and watered down on camera, and can also appear dull or lacking in color. Some sauces can also separate over the course of a long shoot.
Yeah,
But
that's
photographers
true.
have found a simple addition that solves all of these problems at once. It's wax. Simple ordinary wax with some coloring additives. Red wax, for example, can make the color of a red sauce pop while making it appear to have the desired robust consistency on camera.
No wonder they
Different
never
colors can be
represent
used to tweak a
pop it
sauce's
out.
on-camera appearance until
Right.
it's just right. And the wax will keep the
No
sauce
wonder
from
nacho cheese
separating
never
over the
look the
length of
same
the
either.
shoot. It can also
Oh,
be
yeah,
used to
nacho
thicken the
cheese
sauce
never
up
looks that
enough to
yellow.
get those pouring
It's always
shots,
like a
which can
weird
be
yellow.
nearly impossible to achieve otherwise. Cardboard is second only to mashed potatoes
seen
as the
this one.
MVP of ad photography. Whenever you see a shot of a slice of layer cake with perfectly even distribution of cake and frosting, you can bet that there are a couple of extra layers. Photographers will
Cardboard
insert
layers.
pieces of cardboard in
What the
between the
hell?
layers of the cake, then pipe the frosting onto the cardboard. This helps ensure
That's
that
so
there are no
crazy.
crumbs on the frosting, which is unavoidable when simply cutting a piece of cake, and that the layers of cake and frosting look perfectly uniform. Cardboard is also used to make sure that every fast food burger you see in an ad looks perfect. Condiments like lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles are always positioned precisely in these shots, and this is done by slipping a layer of cardboard in on
What
top of
the
the burger
hell?
patty. The fixings are then meticulously positioned.
They
for
even put
put
pins.
pins.
What
You
the
might complain
hell?
that your fast food burgers never look like the ones
They always
from the
look
ads,
squashed
but
down
You really
and
wouldn't
they
want the
look
one from
huge
the
and
ad,
weird.
unless you were looking for a mouthful of packing materials.
We're getting down to number one.
Imagine while somebody's
Anyone who
shooting
has
that
ever
and it
tried
cuts
to
to the
cook a
side
perfect
somebody else
chicken or
had a
turkey
burger and
is
they
like,
grabbed
oh,
the one.
Nowadays, in advertisements, whole birds always look plump, juicy, and golden brown. And as you may have guessed, it's not because
I'm getting hungry
advertisers
now
hire
watching this
world-class
video.
chefs to cook up amazingly photogenic birds. In fact, the whole birds you see in advertisements would not be delicious. They wouldn't even be edible. The birds used for these photo shoots are barely cooked, just enough to make them more
What?
sturdy. Then they're typically stuffed with paper towels to pump them up before being sewn shut. Areas that still look a little saggy can be pumped up with those mashed potatoes.
Mashed
And then the
potato
entire
injections.
bird is painted by an
They
airbrush
paint the
artist to
damn
achieve
bird.
a perfect golden brown tone. It makes for a delectable
Just
looking
put 'em in
bird,
the
but this
frickin',
technique
canning
probably
bag
won't
or
work so
something.
well
I don't
for
know.
next Thanksgiving dinner.
What's the number one thing?
A fluffy stack of pancakes with warm
the
maple
pancakes, they
syrup
don't
is
see
a great way to start the morning.
Yeah.
And advertisers know that this image will get your stomach rumbling. The problem with getting this on camera
Oh,
is
then
that
they
most
use
of the
oil?
pancakes
Yeah.
absorb
They use
syrup
oil.
pretty
The car
quickly,
oil.
making it
Yeah.
tough to get across how rich and thick your syrup
That's
is.
so true,
To avoid this, photographers will spray down each pancake with a coating of fabric protector like Scotchgard, keeping them from being too absorbent. But sometimes even this isn't enough. Regular syrup can heat up and become runny under lights, and doesn't always photograph well. This is why many
So
of these
they
types
also
of
use-
advertisements don't use real syrup. That's 10W30 motor oil getting poured all over those flapjacks.
That's
Sure, they were
crazy.
already ruined by the Scotchgard, but somehow that just doesn't seem right.
It doesn't.
But it looks so good on the picture. That's what's wrong with us. We're trying to eat oil. We're trying to freaking have. I would never thought that they would lie to me like that.
He's gonna cry.
My eyes clear.
So if you guys ever like tried to make mashed potatoes and they didn't look like in the picture, I mean
Pancakes or what?
pancakes. If you've ever tried to take a picture of your pancakes and the syrup looks disgusting, now you know.
Use oil. Go to your car, go to your garage, grab your oil, pour it on top, take that picture.
If you're
That's
gonna
so
take an
crazy
Instagram
though.
picture with ice cream, just put mashed
Put
potato.
mashed potatoes on it because your thing's gonna melt. Your ice cream's gonna be melted. For Thanksgiving, inject some mashed potatoes into your turkey so everybody can see that it's
Stuff it
your
with
turkey.
paper.
Nobody needs to make
Stuff
mashed
it with
potato
paper.
no more.
Exactly.
Because it already
It's
comes
already in the turkey. You just carve it. You have mashed
just
potatoes
paint it.
and turkey and paint it. You don't even need to cook it. That's crazy though. How you get manipulated. Maybe we'll do another video about us trying to manipulate you guys. Right? That's a video.
Yeah.
We don't know. But yeah, I mean, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys were amazed too at some of these things because they're really crazy, right? I would never
Yeah.
thought about certain things that they use or do to make things look better. But I guess it's an advertisement, you know, try to manipulate you, make everything look better and tastier or whatever. But it's crazy. How can I think that oil looks tasty? Oil's not good.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna see him putting it on his
pancakes. Pancakes to take a picture. But that's true. Every time when like we eat pancakes and you put the I was gonna say oil. When you put the syrup, it's not the same, right? Like it just serves really quickly. Whatever. Sometimes I even put more because I'm like, it didn't taste like it already served it or whatever.
Or like if you go away from the pancakes for a little bit to get milk or whatever, and then you come back and like, oh wait, I didn't put oil.
She said, oh, these people are gonna have us putting oil on our pancakes. What are you guys doing to our freaking advertising people? But there you guys have the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, don't forget to give it a big like,
share, subscribe if you're new,
comment down below, follow us on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter, and we'll see you guys next time.
Now I'm gonna go put some oil on my pancake.